Hi Aries, this is your October-November 2025 spirit guide reading. We're going to get some information from the spirit world on your love life, on your money. First, we're going to find out like who's coming through, if it's an animal or like a past like human loved one, or a plant that you felt really close to, or if it's like a spirit that hasn't been in a body at the same time as you. Right. We've got leaving or travel and wisdom. So I get the feeling that this spirit has not been in the body at the same time as you in this life, but they have offered you like a lot of wisdom and a lot of help. And maybe this is like the spirit is one that you've sensed Aries for a long time, and as you like move through the world, they move with you. Cute. Okay, we're gonna find out what they have to say about your love life and your money, and then a general message for October, November. So let's take a look at your love life, Aries. First, we're gonna look at your general like October, November, mid-November love, and then we'll look at what to watch out for in your love life. Okay, Aries, we've got the Four of Swords, the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So first off, like I want to point out that like this is sandwiched by swords, so there's like a lot of intellect happening within your love life as well as like protection. Your spirit guides want you to rest right now with your love life. Like you don't need to go all out. Like yes, have fun and interact with people, because like the Three of Pentacles does have to do with like working with people, but we're gonna say, because this is like a love life reading and not work, like just interacting and being around people will help you. But like kind of chill out and like really like go into what you already like, examine what you know and what you believe about love, and be protective of your heart and like be protective of yourself. Let's see what they have to what they want to warn you about for your love life. Well, we've got the Eight of Swords. So we go from the Seven to the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So the Eight of Swords is when we are like very much feeling stuck in something. And the great thing about eight in tarot is that it's movement, it's change, it's transition. It's like this energy for ending. And this is a cat deck, but in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's like this person who has these swords like that are hovering around them, and their like eyes are closed and they just can't see what's going on. And in this situation, I think this is a lot of you. Maybe you're I'm not getting a lot of like necessarily heartbreak here, but there is a lot of sword energy. So what to watch out for is like this Queen of Cups, like when you were in your Queen of Cups energy, and maybe there was you felt like got stuck somewhere, or like you were stuck in the past and your previous hurt, like not just, we've got the Hanged Man as well. So just like movement, like not letting your mind get like stagnant in these old feelings, and trusting yourself. Watch out for not trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, because the Queen of Cups has a strong intuition. The Queen of Cups knows how to take care of her like, and when I say her, it could be like, doesn't necessarily have to be male or female or whatever gender, but like the energy of femininity. But the Queen of Cups is able to take care of her and predict what the needs of her people are, and the hearts of her people. So just make sure that like energetically and like emotionally, like you keep it moving. Like if you have gotten hurt, or if like it, depending on what part of the world you're in, like it might be a time that people are like it's called cuffing season, and like getting together romantically. And if that's not happening for you, like don't get too stuck in your head about it, because there right now there's like blessings for you when you're really applying yourself to how you're building things, building stable foundations, because that's what three is in tarot, as well as when you are like gaining the wisdom of the lessons that you have already learned from your previous relationships, and guarding your heart like being protective of yourself and your energy. You have so much to give, Aries. You're so generous. Let's get some clarification on this Seven of Swords here. But Aries, you're so generous with your energy, and just be protective of it, because not everybody deserves it. I have this saying that I'm trying to live by right now, which is that I treat everybody as good as I am, not as good as they deserve, which is sometimes not a lot, not very good. So I'm trying to like treat people as good as I am, even when I have to be like protective of myself. So clarifying that Seven of Swords is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so let's take what I just said, treating people as good as you are, and then don't get stuck in your head. There's so much energy for you, Aries, in your love life. The Nine of Swords is literally the person laying there in bed, like scared and sad, when they could actually just like move the swords off of them. And it does take energy, and I know energy is like a limited thing, but you don't have to like feel like this month with your love life like you don't have control, like you just have to stay there in that perspective, or that you just have to stay with that person or with that situation. Like you've already been through a lot. You've reflected a lot on your relationships in your life. You've done that for a long time. You've been in this period of growth, and like that's a really great thing for you to do. But it is also a great thing in this cat tarot deck. Three pentacles are food, so there's like the food on top of that box, and like the cat is sitting in the box biting into it. So making sure that you're not like just biting into the box, like you're actually going after the food. Make sure you do that, like whatever that looks like for you in terms of your romantic life. And also with this protection, the Seven of Swords, make sure that you're wearing protection, you're using protection, you're keeping yourself and your body safe and healthy as you can. That's a really important thing right now. Okay, let's look at your money, Aries. Okay, Aries, you have almost every single page on this, in the tarot on the table right now. So there are definitely some like new. The page is the child, is the beginning, is the learning, is the growing. So with your money, there's like a lot of growth right now, a lot of like maturation. So like maturing. You have Phoebe, the Page of Cups. We're using the Friends deck. You've got Chandler as a bunny, as the Page of Swords, and you've got Joey as a cowboy, as the Page of Pentacles. So there's money coming in, there's love coming in, there's all of these opportunities for you to, again, like use that wisdom that you already have and that you already know, and apply that to the situation. There's so many situations right now that can come into balance, and can like, with, you have both the Justice and the Temperance card that came out, and they're very similar cards, but they're also very different cards. Justice is more like official. Maybe you're getting like a job, or a court case, or something like formal that you were waiting to have like change, progress is happening as well in your love life, having to do with your love life. Maybe you are like finalizing some paperwork for something, or you're even just like officially saying to yourself and like building for yourself an idea of what you want in a like a mate, or something like somebody to be with. Because there's like scientific data that proves like vision boarding is actually helps our brains to take actions to make that dream happen. And so I feel like you with this like Justice card, you're in your love life, in your money, you're taking, well, love life too, because there's cups here, but you're really like taking these steps that feel official to you, whether they are official with the government or whatever association And you're really like looking for some balance in your finances. Maybe things have been out of balance. Maybe you've been waiting. Let's get some clarification on this, all of these pages. Let's get some clarification in general, because maybe you've been waiting for something to happen. And we're going to start with the Page of Pentacles for clarification, because this is the money part. King of Cups. Okay, interesting. So you're going to be, there's this opportunity this month for you to level up a lot, to learn, and then possibly like King of Cups is romance, and this isn't necessarily the romantic part of your relationship. So possibly there is a King of Cups, could be whatever gender, but just somebody who's like super emotionally stable and grounded and like loving and generous and kind and all that kind of stuff, and helps you to feel that way. But I think that sort of energy, bringing that energy into your money, is really what's going to help you to like mature. So as you're getting these opportunities, try and be this King of Cups, try and be this creative, grounded, stable energy with your money, because there's opportunity for like King of Cups is like bank. Okay, you do have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I'm not really like a bottom of the deck type reader, but there's that energy there. Okay, so let's clarify this Page of Cups. We've got Justice again, so there could be a Libra or a Aquarius, because it's number 11, which is in 11 in the tarot is Aquarius, so, or 11 in the astrology is Aquarius. What I'm going to say in terms of money, even though these are cups, is that when you are making your money, make sure that you have a work-life balance. That's really going to be important to your longevity, to things making sense. Make sure that if you're starting a new job this month, or just like taking on new responsibilities, like if you're taking on massive responsibilities, and I don't know if the mic picked that up, but like a motorcycle just went by. But if you're taking on like big responsibilities in your job, are you getting compensated for it? Like, is that a thing that's going to happen? Because you should. Clarifying the Page of Swords, we've got the Queen of Coins, so the Queen of Pentacles. You got the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So with this, you're really being asked this month to to stay focused. The Page of Swords is a focused energy of growing and thinking and using your brain, and maybe you might be making some mistakes, but at least you're trying, because that's what the Queen of Coins is. So making sure that like you are staying on top of things. There's a lot of energy for growth, a lot of energy for you to make money, and to have a more balanced financial life, but you do have to like stay focused this month. Let's find out what your spirit guides want you to watch out for financially, October, November. Your spirit guides want you to watch out for missing out on opportunities, keeping your eyes closed, feeling like you have to stay in one spot, because like you're going to be using like skills that you already have this knowledge, but you're afraid to use it. Because if you let yourself be stuck emotionally in believing you only deserve to earn so much money, you are going to miss out on your King of Pentacles moment, where you've got a lot of kings here. You know, there's a lot of opportunity for you to make money. Let's get some clarification on this Five of Pentacles. But your spirit guides really want you to take advantage of what you have and what you already know. Clarifying this Five of Pentacles is the Ace of Cups. So beginnings, making sure that like you're doing these beginnings, you're starting these beginnings. Your spirit guides want you to watch out for giving up too soon, or feeling like if something isn't happening in the way that you want it to, like if you have a goal and you're only getting like a part of it, not to give up on it too soon is what I'm getting. Let's clarify this Two of Swords also. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Star. Yeah, being afraid of what's coming in. because there's this opportunity for a lot of really great things to come in. There's a lot of opportunity for like good money to come in, and you being afraid of it, maybe even you step up into the world as a star, you start your job, or you like start a social media account and it starts to take off and it feels scary and you pull back. That's what your spirit guides are warning you about. We're going to clarify this King of Pentacles. Yeah, the Tower and the Nine of Cups. So this is a good Tower, and a good Nine of Cups is like making the money and having it and being the King of Pentacles. So your spirit guides are really warning you right now about becoming afraid of what is happening, and not like taking full advantage of what you have to give and what your value is. So undervaluing yourself, because there's a massive change coming for your money, and it's a massive positive change. We're gonna get a little more clarification. We'll get one more clarification on this Tower, because it is your money and it is Tower, so it's important to know. But I think it's a good Tower. So clarifying this Tower is it came with the Nine of Pentacles, and further clarifying was the Moon and the Hanged Man. So really, again, coming back to like fear, because the Moon can represent like unknowing, not knowing, the fear of the unknown, and the Hanged Man is like being stuck. So really, the spirit world is asking you like to step into your Knight of Pentacles energy, because like money is on its way, like in a really quick way. You're not in a way you're not expecting, Aries, but you do have to stay on top of things, and you do have to use your wisdom. Okay, so we're gonna get a general message. Let me just clear up this table. All right, so a general message from your spirit guides for the month of October, November. So you're being handed the world, Aries. Perhaps you should be doing social media, but Aries, you are being handed the world. There are some cycles that are ending, and I think that those cycles have to do with you walking away from things that seemed like they were going to really work out for you, or that made you happy in some way, but realizing actually they're broken. But you've got this Queen of Pentacles, so you're being handed the world, and you're being handed some money and like some responsibility. And Queen of Pentacles is like fertility, so you may even be, if you're trying to get pregnant, or just like birth something into the world, the Queen of Pentacles is like your girl, like your help there. You also have the Four of Swords. So your spirit guides are asking you to, again, we mentioned like balance and like work-life balance, and just making sure that like you're rested. That is very important. Let's get some clarification on this Eight of Cups. We've got the Eight of Wands clarifying the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so there's like endings and things coming in, and like beginnings. In tarot, 8 is transition and change, and so Eight of Cups, I mean, as you can see here, it's like broken cups, but I really think it's you, just like maybe you're leaving a job. I think you might be getting a new job, or there's this new way that you're making money that's going to come in very, very quickly, and you are going to be really surprised about it in a good way. It's a good surprise. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. But Aries, I do think you're being handed like the world. Like what you want is possible and available right now. You have the Moon again. You had the Moon in your money before, and now you have the Moon again. Sorry, there was like a helicopter going by. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and it is a very loud place. We have a lot of helicopters. But back to your reading. So you've got clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Nine of Wands, the Moon, and the High Priestess. So something that you've been working really hard for, that you've put a lot of work into and has felt very difficult at moments, and maybe even in this moment you're like about to give up on it. Don't give into your fears, because you are like, you got this. You're being blessed, you're being helped. There's money that is coming in. You had the King of Pentacles, now you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have all of these cards that are saying Spirit is helping you, and Spirit is actually giving you a moment to rest, because a lot is going to come in. A lot of good things are going to be coming in. Cute. Okay, so let's pull an oracle card before we finish up. If you're liking this reading, feel free to hug that like button, and if you like me, feel free to hug the subscribe button. I'll hug you back. Okay, so let's find an oracle number for you from your spirit guides for October, November. We've got 30, number love, the tomato. So there, I mean, there's some love coming in, maybe, but it could also be how you're like harvesting your lessons from past loves, and don't let yourself feel, if the love that you want isn't there yet, don't let yourself feel like it's not going to be there, because it will. And if you see the number 30, that might have some significance for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have affection, number 12. Yeah, so anyways, Aries, I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.